Hey everybody, I'm Taylor Hull. Welcome back to the Asphalt Anarchy channel. Today we're working on the 70 Charger, putting the Edelbrock ProFlow EFI on. Gonna do a little bit of wiring. Merry Christmas, follow along. Hey everybody, I'm Taylor Hull. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on the 70 Charger, and today's episode is brought to you by Comp Cams. There's a myriad of parts that are on this 70 Charger that are from Comp and Edelbrock. So we highlighted these at one point in a previous video, but just wanted to show you. We got them fully assembled here. Had a couple different tries to get the right push rods, but we got them now. These are the, obviously they're push rods from Comp as well. And these are the roller rockers. I love the little old school logo stamped in them too. And these are Edelbrock heads. This is the Edelbrock ProFlow EFI kit. We're about to be sticking that on there. Obviously it's not bolted down right now. But yeah, I'm gonna torque this shaft mount rocker down. This thing will be buttoned up, and then we're gonna put a slick looking set of Edelbrock valve covers on it. All right, here's the next thing. These are our awesome looking Edelbrock valve covers. These are the black powder coated 4493s. If I can get these things out without scratching them. Oh yeah. That's a great looking piece. Let's put it on the car. All right, here it is. Got these great looking Edelbrock valve covers on both sides. Good to go. Rockers are torqued down. Push rods are in. Now I've put this plate that covers the intake manifold, or the whole intake valley, up and bolted in on. Got some silicone on it, obviously. And now we're about to put our EFI on, so here we go. Okay, after much strife, this is on. Nothing to do with the EFI kit. It's everything to do with this plate. So if you ever go to do this, I highly recommend, before you bolt the intake manifold on, tighten some bolts down across this to pull it down tight, because if you just sit this right on it, this is not formed into position and it won't sit all the way down. And I almost stripped the head bolts out for the intake manifold. So word to the wise, but now it's on there. All right, y'all, it's Christmas Eve. It's miserably cold outside. I think it's like 9 or 10 degrees or something like that. So yeah, it's pretty terrible. I shouldn't be out here, but I have not many days to finish this, and got to make it happen. So I'm gonna go over a few things that I've already done. I did some things off camera, sorry, but phones died and it was cold and I just didn't film. So I'll show you what I did. Before that, I have two very important things. One is turn that heater on. There we go, starting to get warm. Second one, my buddy Danny let me borrow this sweet gig. So gonna turn that on. It unfortunately is old school style, so I have to light it manually. Of course, my big grill lighter doesn't work, so I'm having to use it, having to do it like this. Great. Good. Okay, so what I've done, obviously the ProFlow intake is on, valve covers are on. I've also got the accessories loosely mounted here, power steering pump, alternator. Got one of my belts sorted, although it's not quite in line, so I have to figure that out. Distributor is in with this really ugly mount, so I'll probably have to paint that, but it's probably not the last location of that distributor. Right now, I've got to find top dead center. I think I have roughly found it. However, I need to be 100% sure, because to set this up, it's got to be 12 degrees below top dead center. So probably gonna have to take the power steering pump back off and do a few other things, but I got to find top dead center, so that's next. Okay, so while trying to find top dead center, I did so, sorry, disregard the smoke is from lighting my propane torch. Everything's fine. My shop's not on fire, even though all of you know I've struggled with fire from time to time. Anyway, so to find top dead center, it's not been the easiest or the most fun process on this 440, because as you can see, the spark plug is sticking sideways out of the hole. So it'd be super easy if it was sitting straight up and down, because you can just take this piece of welding wire, stick it straight down in the hole, rotate the crankshaft, and wait for this to come all the way up. I did the same thing, but I had to do it through sticking this piece of welding wire down into the engine, through the spark plug hole, and feeling it as it came up and down. So here's what I came up with. As the engine rotated this way, when it came up to the very top, this thing is still smoking. Now we're good. When it comes up to the very top, right here at this mark is where it reached top dead center. Now, if you understand how the engine works, as it's rotating in there, the piston gets up to the top of the hole, the rod is kind of shifted this way, and then the rod is going to rock this way to come back down. So there's actually a little bit of dwell at the very top. So right here, as the engine's rotating, from this mark to this mark is where the piston is at top dead center. So I just took the difference between the two, and that is true top dead center where the rod is straight up and down. So right here is what the mark I used on the balancer for top dead center. So when this mark and this mark are in line, that is true top dead center. So what we're trying to get is 12 degrees before top dead center, which is a lot of fun when I have a balancer that does not have degree marks on it. So what it does have is these right here. You can see another one here. There's 4 of them. So it's marked every 90 degrees. So I had to take the distance between this mark and do math to figure out what 12 degrees was. I marked 12 degrees. So currently, as you can see, it is sitting at 12 degrees before top dead center. So that's how I did that. It wasn't a lot of fun. It took me way longer than it should have, but basically the engine is where it's supposed to be. After that, what I did was index this distributor. So basically you want number 1 facing the number 1. If I took this off, you would see the rotor is pointed directly at this cylinder. So that's what we did. I had to pull the oil pump drive out a couple times and index it a different way to get it to sit perfectly, but now it is. Again, took longer than it should have. This is my first time working on some stuff like this, so it's taking me longer, but I got it done. Now it is time to finish up some wiring. I'm about to wire up the starter. You can still see that cable there is loose, and yeah, it's coming along. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. I just wanted to do a quick one to put out for Christmas. We got some stuff done today. We got, some wiring a little bit sorted out here, and we've got a lot left to do. I got Christmas, and this thing needs to be running and driving here in the next week or so I can take it and go finally get a windshield put in. And I think I'm just going to try and let them do the rear quarter windows and the rear glass too. Take it locally down here to Griffin. Next time you'll be seeing the steering shaft go in, you'll see the wiring get finished up, and Lord willing, you will see this 440 roar to life with Edelbrock ProFlow EFI. So thank you very much for watching. Let's try and get some likes on this video. It really helps our algorithm. I don't know, trying to set a goal here, maybe get 50 likes on this video. So do me a favor, like the video. If you like this content, consider subscribing and commenting. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one.